From what you folks have told me, Kensington seems like a very nice place to live.
Oh, it's a great place to live.
Hey, how are you today? Do you know where I am? I'm in downtown Toronto, Canada. What? There's somebody behind me. I don't see anybody. Oh, the other way? Oh, wow. Who are you? Oh, I should have known. You know who that is? That guy? That's Al Waxman. Yeah, he's an actor. He's from Canada. And you know what he was on? He was on a TV show called King of Kensington. You know what else he was on? Cagney and Lacey. Yeah. So you know what I'm going to do? Since he's joining me today, I'm going to talk about him. How about today we do an Al Waxman video? You want to hear about him? I'll tell you a little about him. And then you know what we'll do? I think we're even going to go and pay our respects at his final resting place. That sounds like a plan. Let's talk about him. Al, how are you doing? You want to know something neat? I met this guy before. Yeah, I met him. He was sitting in a Jaguar on the top end of Yonge Street. He had personalized license plates. It was a combination of him and his wife's name. I won't say what it was because she might still use that plate, but he signed this for me and I'll show you. I'll put it right, I don't know. It's somewhere there. But anyway, that's Al Waxman. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He was the King of Kensington. Actor, director. Trust your gut instincts. There's a lot to do down the road. There's always more. In small matters, trust your mind. But in the important decisions of life, trust your heart. Sounds like somebody's like choking over there. I don't know, that doesn't sound too good. But anyway, let me tell you a little bit about Al Waxman. Now, I already told you, he was on the King of Kensington.
When he walks down the street.
That's right, he was Larry King. No, Larry King. No, not that Larry King. That's Larry King of CNN. He was Larry King on the Canadian TV show, The King of Kensington. Right, Al? Tell him. And then he performed in so many TVs and films. Do you remember Lieutenant Bert Samuels on Cagney and Lacey? Yeah, he was on Cagney and Lacey. Tell them, Al. He's kind of being silent today. This is a statue right here in Kensington Market. We're about a block over from Kensington that represents Al Waxman and the King of Kensington. So Al, tell me, when was the statue put up? Well, following his death in January of 2001, this statue was erected right here at a park in Kensington. Al, where should we go next? What? You think I should go pay my respects at your final resting place? I think that's a good idea. So you know what we're going to do now? We're going to head over and we're going to go visit his grave and pay our respects at his final resting place. Let's go over and check out his grave. Let's go. No, you have to stay here because you're attached to the cement. But we're going to go. We're going to go. Let's go. At Pardes Shalom Jewish Cemetery here in Vaughan. And I want to show you his final resting place and talk a little bit about Al Waxman. Now, I've talked a little bit about him, but we'll talk a little bit more. There's the grave right there of Waxman. In loving memory of Albert Samuel Waxman, devoted husband and father, loyal friend and mentor, March 2nd, 1935 to January 18th, 2001, lived his life with passion, integrity, Just amazing to see that. Now you can see the stones people left on top out of respect, and there's the family name on the back, Waxman. Now he was a founding member of the Academy of Canadian Cinema and Television. He also used to appear at the Stratford Festival, which is live theater here in Stratford, Ontario. And it's amazing. If you ever get a chance to go, it's absolutely incredible to see some of the live theater. Now, interestingly enough, I'm at Party Shalom, like I had mentioned, and there is another actor who had appeared for numerous years in Cagney and Lacey that's in another section, Harvey Atkin. He was Sergeant Ronald Coleman on Cagney and Lacey, and I also vlogged his grave as well. But they're both in the same cemetery, and they're both Canadian actors who would fly down and shoot Cagney and Lacey for so many years. Also, Al Waxman was on a show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Do you remember that show, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, with Robin Leach? You know, champagne wishes and caviar dreams? Well, he was on that show. And Robin Leach, bless his soul, I was with Robin Leach in Las Vegas, and I'll put a picture right there. There's a picture of me and Robin Leach. Well, Al Waxman was on the show Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous with Robin Leach, and he took Robin Leach around Toronto, Casa Loma, and some other sites. And I'll put in a little clip of that. It was kind of cool to see, because Al talked about flying in and out of Toronto. He would fly home every weekend to be home, and then he would fly back to Los Angeles to film the show.
Although he works in Los Angeles, Cagney and Lacey star Al Waxman commutes almost every weekend to his hometown to be with lovely wife Sarah, a respected Toronto food critic.
The Kensington Market does reflect all the flavors that have come into this city and have stayed in this city. I lived there.
But definitely best known to Canadians as Larry King, the King of Kensington. He's right here. Now, he was inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame. So that's a nice honor that he received after he passed away. Now, he died in Toronto during heart surgery on January 18th, 2001. He was only 65 years old. But that's his final resting place right here. Now, I'm really glad I got to pay respects at his final resting place and see the grave of Al Waxman, especially as I had mentioned earlier in the video when we were in Kensington. It's a real personal one for me because we got to meet him. He signed something for me, and he was a very, very nice gentleman. So to pay my respects at his final resting place is pretty surreal for me. Now, I really appreciate you guys coming along with me today. Hit that like button and subscribe below. Let me know if you have any memories of Al Waxman, maybe from Cagney and Lacey or from King of Kensington or from other roles. But I always like to say life is like a book, and I want to read it with you. So from wet Toronto or Vaughan, Ontario, Canada, or Maple, Ontario, Canada, from Party Shalom Cemetery and the final resting place of Al Waxman, until our next adventure together, guys, peace.